You already know what it is. It's your girl, Miss Charlie, and welcome back to Guurl Podcast. And today in the building is going to be two beautiful black queens. I'm going to go ahead and let her introduce herself.
Hey everybody, it's your girl Rocky. I'm so happy to be here, so excited to be here with my girl. And if you want to reach out to me, I have an Instagram, which is on the road to riches 318.
All right, so we about to just go ahead and get into it. As y'all seen, Lotto went ahead and announced that she big mama with one kid.
Big mama.
And then Clarissa Shields, the whole papoose, Remy Ma drama and everything like that. So, it's got me on the topic about, people dating while they still legally married, but, separated or whatever. So we just gonna kick it off. First thing basically is, would you date someone if they were married but legally separate? Why or why not?
No, it's a hard no for me. And it's just because, I really take marriage seriously. That's something that I really don't play about. That's under God. It's for better, for worse, whatever the case may be. You may be separated, but it's still hope in that situation if you haven't signed those divorce papers. Because I don't know about y'all, but I'm fighting for mine.
Ooh, you
I'm
hear
fighting
me?
for my marriage. So it ain't no.
Oh my goodness.
If I see that we may be separated, but he's dating other people, I'm gonna feel some type of way, and you're not gonna get blessed like that. And I do believe in karma, so it's a no for me.
Exactly, because what they say, how you get them is how you lose them.
Exactly.
So, when it comes, the reason why I wouldn't do it is basically about the same thing. I really believe, when you do marriage, that is before your family, friends, and that's before God and the vows that you took, and the vows that you took during that time. And I just feel like legal separation, like you said, does not mean divorce. So there's always a possibility of you getting back together.
Yes.
To me.
Yes.
And I feel like that even doubles the chance down if y'all have kids.
Exactly.
Because I'm like, depending on how old your kids are, there's people who have stayed miserable in marriages just like, oh, we're gonna make it through for the kids.
Stayed in it, yes.
And stayed in it for 18 years for the kids. So, and my thing about it is, if depending on what ages the kids are and everything like that, even if you were to sign the divorce papers and get the divorce, I still feel like, dang, at this point, that basically still your wife. Because y'all still got to communicate. You still got to do, it's so much co-parenting involved and all of this. And I'm not saying that I have a problem with men having any kids or anything like that. Or even, of course, I want a man to be involved with his kids. It's just like, I need an open line of communication. And I just don't know where my trust would come in with that whole situation. So I just, it's too murky. It's too many murky waters for me.
It is.
It's way too many murky waters for me, because I would feel like, what you doing? And then some people feel like, oh, that's still my wife.
Yeah.
Like, even though they legally separated and everything like that. Because some people, the thing about it is, some people, they don't legally separate just because of the fact that eventually they want to get divorced. A portion of legally separating, I think, is just, they say when you get married, it's a business contract. So I think a portion of the legal separation is just like separating your money, businesses, accounts, stuff like that. Like, it's less of,
Yeah.
So it's more like separating your assets.
Basically, yeah.
Basically. And then, so that's why I'm like, if you agree to that just to separate your assets, during the meantime, I guess whatever y'all going through, it's still a possibility, y'all might get back together. And I don't want to be in the mix of that, because I don't want to get my feelings involved. Then I'm hurt. Then I'm outside talking about come outside. I ain't got time for that. I don't want to be outside. I want to be outside scratching up your car. But I don't do those things. I'm getting better. I'm getting better.
We're past that.
I'm past that. But don't think you can't ever take me there.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Next one. How long would they have to be separated how long would they have to be separated from their significant other in order for you to find it acceptable to date? Like, if you were.
This may be a little outrageous, but for me, I'm going to say at least a year. Because, some people say 6 months or whatever the case may be, but it's a lot of healing that person needs to do when they are. This was a marriage. They was together for however long they was together.
Ooh.
I don't need you coming to me 3 months just from separating saying, oh, I'm ready to. No, you're not. And you're not bringing me all that baggage, that trauma, that hurt, that pain, and then reflected. That's how you treated me now because of what she did. I don't want to be treated a certain way because of what she did, or whatever the case may be. You need time to heal.
True.
You really do. So I would need at least a full year, because after a year, I feel like if y'all haven't attempted to get back together or she's not stalking you, scratching your car.
Yeah.
You ain't trying to go upside her head when you think she on a date. Then I feel like after a year, you know, you pretty much can. I might give you a pass.
I feel like if both parties have that type of energy towards each other, as far as toxic energy, y'all want to get back together.
Yeah,
because that takes a lot of energy to do all of
does.
that.
So y'all still, y'all still in the mix.
Y'all still
in the mix.
I'd probably say about like a year and a half too. Like you said, I'd probably say about that time. But still murky waters.
Definitely the longer the better. But still murky waters either way it goes.
Still murky waters. And the reason why for me, like, it's just, I don't know. It's just, people always say marriage is a piece of paper. And I just don't believe that, because once you get married, it's different access to different things. And I just feel like the fact that you still married and I'm just your girlfriend, that's gonna make me feel like I'm a side chick regardless.
She always got
like,
one up on me.
It's gonna always make me feel like she got one up on me. She got more access. It's just, it's gonna hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
Cause I'm gonna just be like, that's gonna hurt my feelings.
I'm sorry, in those situations, side chicks never win. The trophy always goes to the wife. I don't care what they say. Side chicks never win in those situations.
You feel that way?
Yeah, definitely. Now it may be some love stories out there where he really did go off with the side chick or whatever. Because I'm gonna say side chick because he's not divorced. That's why I'm saying side chick.
I got you.
You are a side chick if this man is not divorced. I don't care if he say, well, we've been separated, we ain't having sex. I don't care. And if that's not signed, I'm the mistress, the side chick. I'm the other woman. Because I don't fully have your attention all to myself. You still going through a divorce. I don't know if y'all still got feelings. No.
Okay, you know what's been blowing me? Because speaking of that, like with the Clarissa Shields and Papoose, how she be like, my man so strongly. And I'm like, I don't see how you can be that strong in public, having this whole public image with this man. And I'm like, as far as from what I've heard, he's the one that's holding up the divorce proceedings.
You see what I'm saying?
And I'm like, you a little loud. I'm like, you a little loud. And I swear, I'm telling you, I've heard Remy Ma publicly. One, she needs, first of all, the only problem for me that I don't know what's going on in their relationship, but she should have never admitted to cheating on him. I ain't gonna lie, because that's, when you getting divorced, you don't admit that out loud.
Yeah,
you don't admit that, especially you ain't got no prenup, you don't admit that out loud.
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as what I heard, he's the one that was refusing to sign, that she was sending papers to him, and that he was holding up all the divorce proceedings. I don't know if it was to get more money, what it was for. I don't know exactly what was going on, but I'm not about to be over here proud, talking about my man and doing the most.
And he could speed it up, but he not. So
exactly, like you not doing the process, because clearly your wife is ready to sign the papers.
So what are you holding on to?
And I think the main thing he holding on to is the fact that I think he want her back.
Yeah, I think that was very the way he was over her and with her and things like that. I can really tell that he didn't want that to end. But that's why I don't even get involved, because it's too much. It's too much to figure out. And I do know. Have you seen the latest thing where people were saying that he did an interview and he was like, when they asked did they stay together, him and Clarissa?
Oh yeah, he immediately said no.
Not.
He said definitely
Absolutely not.
She got her house, I got my house.
It's like
I
he
said,
was proud to say that, so it's like, yeah, like this man.
I said, oh, you double down.
Yeah, like come on.
Because she went on that interview. She went on that interview and was like, yeah, he paid my bills, he paid this, I said, girl, cut it. Cut it.
Just be too much.
Who money he paying your bills with?
Right.
Because it ain't his money. Cut it.
It's just too much. I just choose not to get involved until you have handled your business and got that taken care of. I need you.
I just even if I was like involved with a man that was still legally like married but separated or whatever, I wouldn't want to be on the scale that they're on, because that's very public and
embarrassing. It's
embarrassing, and I feel like, so a lot of people feel like, oh, why is everybody attacking Clarissa, right? But I think the main reason why a lot of people are attacking her is not because they don't feel some type of way towards Papoose. I think they attacking her because, girl, she get online and she get the, you know what I'm saying? But I think that's just her personality, because, she's already a boxer. So boxers talk trash and they do that. So she get on that line and she get to,
Yeah.
Rah. And so I think that's why, you know, the comments just go back and forth between that. Because I feel like at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's another sticky situation. I don't want to have to even speak on the fact that you still have a wife or you still you going through a divorce as your woman. I shouldn't even have to speak on that or talk about that. That's not my place, for one. Second, I don't know what actually happened in y'all marriage. You could have been the problem. And, you know, of course, I'm going to act like you're not, because now I'm dealing with you. So she's going to be blind to whatever he could have been doing. But I don't, and then I'm a girl's girl. You know, I'm all for women, you know, and men too. It's not always the men who are in the right at all. You know, like she said, Remy cheated. She had her faults and stuff too. But Clarissa, yeah, he's not legally divorced. I wouldn't be too happy.
Ooh, you hear me? I wouldn't be
too happy.
Ooh, baby, you seen that song she made for that man?
Yeah, you too happy.
Hey, okay. So next one, if something was to happen and your partner had to be hospitalized, or basically had to be hospitalized. And, you know, once they have to be hospitalized, like, let's say they go into a coma or whatever. A coma. I said a coma. A coma. So if they was to go into a coma, legally, you cannot make any medical decisions from that point on.
Right.
It would have to be their significant, their partner who's legally married to them on paper. That would have to make those decisions. So how would you feel in that situation?
Well, first I would kill the wife because you got me messed up.
You still wouldn't be able to make no medical.
Well, you know what? I take that back. Yeah, you're right. If I still can't, then that's the only way she'll live, because I just, that's another reason why I say I wouldn't get in those situations, because stuff like that. Now, what if she want to go ahead and let's just end his life?
Yes, because
she may be some type of policy out. She may have something to gain off of it, or she just mad because he moved on.
And that's another thing.
Like,
can you imagine? So let's say they've been in divorce proceedings for 2 years.
Yeah.
He goes into this coma. She has a life insurance policy for like $1 million or whatever. She just pulled a plug. And it's like, you've been with this man devoted 2 years and you get nothing from the situation.
Get nothing.
And
he
then,
gone.
I about to say, I don't know who that was. It might have been on a movie or something like that. But I know at one point in time, there was a woman. She was the side chick for years to a married man. But of course, they weren't legally separated. But she barred her from the funeral. She wasn't playing no games. She borrowed the side chick from the funeral. Can you imagine loving a man with all your heart and you can't even see that man go into the ground?
Yeah. See what I'm saying?
See, that's why I'm like, I can't do it.
I don't even put myself in those type of situations because I don't play about my man. So I can't even put myself in that position.
Oh, and number 2, actually, now that I think about it, when I bring it up, family aspect, right? So 9 out of 10, even though, like, you know, with her being in the family for so long, the family gonna mostly respect her.
Yeah.
They not even gonna respect you.
They ain't even gonna like you because they feel like you a side chick.
Yeah.
They not really gonna have too much respect for you because they gonna feel like he moved on too fast. He's still married. They love her, so it's, you know, let's just say if they do love her, they still hoping that it's some hope.
Yeah.
And you're the only thing standing in the way of that. They're not gonna like you.
And once again, like I said, them children play a part too.
Oh yeah.
Because they're gonna be like, that's my grandchild's mama.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, whoo. That's all like. That's all
they gonna
like
respect who been there all them years, and then you just walking into something because you like this man, but that's a lot. That's a lot to deal with. Starting out.
Girl. And then Lotto too. So the situation with Lotto, for the longest time, the situation with Lotto coming out, being pregnant and everything like that, I ain't gonna lie, every part of me, because I'm such a girl's girl, every part of me want to be like, she ain't dating that man. Like, she got her own man, she ain't sharing. Girl, when I seen that video come out, she was pregnant, and I seen that man's hand, I was so disappointed. I was so disappointed. One, I'm disappointed because I just feel like, I guess it's different, you know what I'm saying? Because what is Lotto, like maybe 25, 26, somewhere around there?
Yeah, it's an age
and
thing,
I feel like, I just feel like she young. And I'm like, live your life, girl.
Exactly.
But she probably feel like the money where she's at right now, she didn't been able to do this and travel. And so she probably feel like she didn't live the life. So now she want to do the whole.
She ready.
She ready for the kids and everything like that. But I'm like, I'm trying to tell you, when I tell you, like, when it comes down to, like, my feelings, my emotions, emotional maturity and everything like that, like, girl, I'm about to be 30 next year. And I feel like I just really am starting to meet my emotional peak and not allowing people to, like, trigger me and set me off. Like, I think I'm just now getting to the point of, okay, we need to communicate and not use our hands. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think I'm just now getting to that point of, actually just even like being vulnerable in a relationship.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I just feel like, dang, I'm like, you so young.
Yeah, and my biggest thing is relationships already have its problems of its own. Over time, no relationship is perfect, so those problems are going to come as on. I don't already want to come into somewhere it was already a problem to begin with. And if this man is going through a divorce, but he's not legally married, it's already a problem. Because you could say what you want to in them raps. You could say what you want behind closed doors. You can make yourself look a certain way, but you be having questions. Do you how long this
Thank you.
happen?
I know she behind them
when
closed
the
doors.
divorce gonna be
She behind
situated?
them closed doors. Cause bruh,
You on the nigga
they've
neck.
been this see, like, well, at least with Clarissa, I think she's publicly been with Papoose for maybe like a year. You know what I'm saying? Freaking Lotto been with that man 6 years. 6 years ain't no divorce.
Yeah.
But then they say, you know, he's married for citizenship. So I'm like, how long does that take? Because to me personally, if you got married for citizenship, baby, we wouldn't even been dating, depending on how long I know that process is.
Right.
For you to get approved and everything like that. So I'm like, it wouldn't even been a big no.
Yeah.
And my thing about it is, like, because I don't know how the timeline goes, because I think the timeline is a little funny between his relationship and the marriage and everything like that, because he wasn't married at first. So who's to say, like, let's say they was dating or whatever, and then the citizenship came into question, and he was like, well, I got to go marry my baby mama real quick. And, you know, baby, if a man said that to me, I would be like, oh, so you're not getting single no more, so you're getting married.
Yeah.
And this is who you're choosing to get married to for your citizenship.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not mad at him about who he got married to, because why not get married to the baby mama that you've known for years and before?
And it looks better.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
with her,
you got kids with her already and everything like that. But I'm just like, I don't know where that timeline exactly is between the marriage for the citizenship and
Him
Lotto
being-
being in the relationship with him.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm like, I don't see how she's comfortable with it.
It couldn't be me.
Supposedly he's going through divorce proceedings now.
Yeah.
But I'm like, there's no way we would be 6 years into a relationship and 8 months into a pregnancy, and you just now doing divorce proceedings.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it would be a big no for me, because
Yeah.
baby, you still be chasing me, sliding in the DMs for 6 years.
Mm-hmm. No, for real.
Like,
you would have to come back saying, I'm divorced. I signed,
baby, you would have to show me the divorce papers and the signature.
Yeah.
I need to be in the room when it was getting notarized.
Most definitely.
That's gonna be the first date. Them notarized to the paperwork.
Yeah, we're gonna go celebrate. That's the date, right?
That's
there.
the day.
Mhm.
That's the day.
Yeah, but I don't want to hear no excuses. Well, it's taking long because it is. Nah.
And even now that she's announced, like, at first I think, you know, so before that, because I don't know if you know too much, because I've been following Lotto for like a little minute. Before that, it was Marco Bandit Gang or whatever his name was, and their relationship was kind of a little public, and they would argue back and forth on like Twitter or whatever. So for the longest time, I mean, you know, that's embarrassing as a couple, you know, to be arguing, and then you got that big of a brand, a name,
Right.
everything like that. So for the longest time, when she started hiding 21 Savage, I was in my head thinking, oh, she just trying to hide it, you know, to have peace with her relationship when stuff is going wrong.
Yeah.
But I'm like, now at this point, I'm like, was you keeping it private because you just didn't want your business out there like that? Or was you keeping it private because you know you had to?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, even now, I'm like, you going through a whole pregnancy. And I'm like, yeah, he technically is there. You know what I'm saying? He there. But I'm like, girl, I'm like, it's crazy that you having whole maternity shoots. He can't even really be in the maternity shoots. You doing whole videos. He not in the videos. Like, I'm like, dang, I'm like, the world know now, and it's still like, y'all can't even come out.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, and see, that's what make me mad. I'm like, I can't be public with my man.
Yeah. And it shouldn't have stipulations this, you know, coming this fresh. No.
And everybody else is like, well, it looks like the wife is behind their relationship because she liked photos and stuff like that. But I'm like, it just couldn't be me.
Yeah, because you don't know why she liking no photos.
That's why I'm like, it couldn't be me. I'm just like, she talking about she not coming up off of 21. I'm like, baby, that's you. That's you. Because I'm like, I cannot see myself being with a man for 6 years. Because first of all, my thing about it is a man got 3 years for me to even put a ring on his finger.
Yeah, y'all should be married by now. Y'all should be getting married by now or something. It shouldn't take
You know what
6
I'm saying?
years for that to happen.
That's why I'm like, so can you imagine 6 years, then he going through a divorce. Then after the divorce proceedings, that might take another year or two. So now you're 8 years in a relationship. baby about 2 years old, and now you're 8 years in and you still ain't married, you ain't engaged, you ain't nothing. It's like,
Yeah, and then another thing with that, it's taking so long for him to even finalize this divorce. He's not gonna want to hurry up and get married to you
again.
because
He's
he
not.
just got divorced and it took this long. So now you kind of got to put your marriage or wedding on the back burner because he don't want to jump right into, and that's not fair to you either.
Exactly. See, and boom, there we go. That's another good thing, because another reason why I would not deal with a man that's legally married and getting divorced, because that's about the same thing like with the Carissa and Papoose situation. Who's to say that he's ready to settle down?
Exactly. He just went through all of this, still going through while he's with you, and you think y'all finna propose anytime soon?
And she be on there. That's what I'm like. I be like, I feel so bad for, because I'm like, girl, you gonna get embarrassed.
He already kind of embarrassed because the way he answered that question about them not staying together, it was like he was like, no. Like, no,
I feel like she's gonna be embarrassed because of the fact that I'm like, bro, she on this public platform talking about something, he gonna marry me. Oh, I love to have his baby. I'm like, girl, get off. You need a PR team. Somebody need to snatch you off that live.
Yeah.
Somebody need to snatch her off that live. I'll be like, snatch her down.
No, because he ain't upstairs. He's not upstairs.
He made it clear Papoose was not upstairs.
He's not upstairs.
He said, no, I got my home.
Yeah,
I got my own. I don't be upstairs. I don't be upstairs. But yeah, that's another thing. If I was with the man and then he finally got divorced like 2-3 years into our relationship, I would want to get married, and I know like not saying he's not gonna want that.
And if you tell me that that's the reason why we can't get married right now, that's just gonna be it for me. So I was patient. I was waiting. I had the patience of Job, and I can't get married because everything I just went through, that ain't got nothing to do with me. That ain't got nothing to do with me. But you did walk into that knowing he was going through a divorce. So what can you say?
And see, another policy that I have as far as my relationships go, I don't want you to bring none of your mess to my doorstep.
Hello. Because we're going to create our mess of our own. You know, we're going to go through stuff on our own. We don't need stuff from nobody else.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I don't want to need your mess, your past.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about your ex.
I don't want that touching our doorstep.
Yeah, I don't want to hear about your ex.
Because my thing about it is, no matter how crazy my end might be getting on the other side, that ain't going to grace your doorstep.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not bringing my past trauma to you. I'm not bringing my past hurt to you. Whatever those men did, that has nothing to do with you. You got a fresh start.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I don't try to bring mine to your doorstep. I don't want you to bring it to mine.
And you're not. You're not.
I can't say that. I'm going to leave that conversation alone.
You're not. Baby, that's a whole nother conversation.
When I say the pastor at my doorstep, like, hello.
Yeah, We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Yeah, that past was sitting at my doorstep alive.
Yeah. We're not doing that.
Girl.
I thank God that's one thing in my relationship that I value now. I don't have to deal with the past, none of that. No, we don't have no baby mama drama, none of that.
Craziest part is like, there wasn't even no baby. And I still was sitting, that past was sitting at my door.
No.
It wasn't no baby, and that past was still sitting at my door. I said,
we gotta close that door. That mean the door ain't all the way closed.
I'm not gonna lie to you. That the way that pass was sitting at my door, though, I was like, oh, they ain't never lied. When you trauma bond,
yeah.
Oh, that's another thing.
It linger.
And it's also with when it came down to my man, it's like it was certain things he didn't want to talk about because he was like, I don't want to trauma bond with you like I did with my ex and blase, blase, blase. Okay, but there is certain things that we need to talk about because I need to understand why you have these habits and why you do this. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, it's not about trauma bonding. It's about me trying to understand you better.
Yeah.
But yeah. Last one. It says, do you feel like them still being married that you could be fully committed to each other?
No. I be quick with it, don't I? Because I'm not going for it. I cannot.
I'm not doing
sit here. I refuse to be looking stupid. When you make me look stupid or feel stupid, or it ain't. I don't care what other people think. It's about how I feel and what I think. I'm real big on. I don't care what other people think. I really don't. People gonna have their opinions. People gonna say, "Are you stupid for doing it?" I don't care. It's how I feel. Yeah, it's my man. I'm doing what I can live with.
Yeah,
but I cannot fully commit to you knowing that you still got one up on me. You still legally married. Now I would like to hope that y'all still not it is more than just having sex. Y'all can still be emotionally
Ooh.
connected.
See,
Y'all
and you know what?
It's bigger than
And
sex.
that right there is what was messing me up in my relationship. Because I was like, I don't think it's about the sex. I don't think it's about nothing. I said, I think y'all got emotions.
It
And I
is.
said, the idea that y'all have emotions,
Yeah.
that's hurting me.
Because let me tell you
I was like,
something.
that's hurting me.
When me and my man get
Because
married.
you can't say that you love me the way that you love me. You still got emotions attached to somebody else.
Exactly, because I know how I am in a relationship.
Yeah, I don't play none of that.
I hope that day never comes, but when I get married to my husband, and if we ever divorce, I'm still gonna be lingering around for a while until I just know for sure I'm just done with this man.
Girl.
So whoever you think they finna take my place, you gonna have to put it on the floor, honey. Because I'm not gonna. No, I'm fighting for mine. It's for better or for worse. I don't even believe in divorce. So that's why I'm so.
See me either.
Yeah,
I don't believe in no divorce either. I'm not gonna
that
lie.
man mine. And I'm not coming up off him. I'm not. We ain't married yet.
See, look, that's the crazy part. I feel that way too. I feel that way too. You think, baby, you try to date my man while we legally separated, baby. Go ahead and leave it alone.
Because we ain't married and you can't do that now.
No, just go ahead and leave it alone. Because baby, I'm not signing divorce papers. They gonna have to drag me up on the out of there.
So you see how you feel.
He gonna have to get the police knock on the door, drag me up out of there to sign under.
So you see how you feel.
And even if you do that, I'm gonna get another lawyer and said you made me sign under duress and that it don't count. I ain't playing.
Yeah, it's never gonna stop. You're gonna have to press charges on me for me to sign. Even then, I might take that charge.
You gonna have to figure out a way to divorce without me.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, because baby, I
think if it's a certain time frame that goes on and they still
I would have us
30
like
years from now. Yeah, you ain't getting married again.
I would have us in therapy. I'd be like, no, baby, we gotta go to therapy. We gotta work it out. We gotta.
I'm gonna seduce you. I'm gonna pull all my.
Yeah, I can't lie. I ain't coming up off mine either.
What?
I'm not coming up off mine either.
And don't even make me think you finna start trying to date somebody else. I'm finna fuck your head up. I'm finna make sure. Yeah, just stay with me. It'll be yeah. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I feel like so. But if I was the other girl in the situation, like if I had any other irons in the fire, I wouldn't put them out. Yeah. Like if I was trying to date a man that was still technically legally married or anything like that, I feel like whatever I had going on prior to him, I wouldn't fully put it out.
No. I definitely would not, because I don't know how this is going to end. I don't know how it's going to turn, and then I'm really going to be feeling some type of way. If I was like real 10 toes down faithful, and then boom, you did what I thought you was going to do anyway. You done went back to the helper, so now I'm looking stupid and I ain't got no, nah.
Talking about we trying to make it work for the kid. We trying to make it work.
Right. We gonna make it work.
Or it be like something, I just didn't want to let my mama down. Boy, quit playing with me.
Yeah, I don't care what it is. I'm not going. That's why I just suggest don't even put yourself in that situation. I know I'm not. Do not talk to me if you're married. Do not talk to me if you're still married but separated. I don't care. That word separated means nothing to me. Marriage, still married, trumps all that.
And like marriage trumps everything for me, like you said, once again. Cause the reason why marriage trumps everything for me is you make them vows before God. Mm-hmm. I am very spiritual. I don't play with that, and I just feel like, see, cause what's one of the sins, you don't covet another neighbor's, possessions. Yeah. And I feel like, no, God gonna go ahead and strike me on up and down.
Exactly. It's just
you not gonna get to heaven and God gonna be like, well, technically on the line it said da da da. No. You're not explaining that to him up there.
No. Yeah.
You're not explaining that to him up there talking about something. Well, God, technically with the legal separations and the blase. He gonna be like, no, that was that.
Yeah.
They was together.
And you know what really gets me is when the other woman be like, well, do you still love her? And then the man be like, nah, that's a lie. He still love her. He may not be in love with her, but that was his wife. Yeah, he loved her.
They still got some love. They still got some love. And I think that's another thing. Like, I think sometimes when, because I want to bring that's probably going to be another podcast for another day, but I definitely want to bring up the fact that, like, some people, they'll sit miserable in a marriage just purely because they still have love.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, you're no longer in love with your spouse, but you still got love.
And some people have a fear of starting over. I've put 30 years in this. You think I want to start all the way from zero? Baby, just go in another room and sleep on the couch with it. I see you next day.
You see Will Smith and Jada.
Yeah, I'm about to be 35.
Baby,
I don't even want to start.
They said they will never. I'm talking about no matter what going on in a relationship. They said they will never get divorced, and they will literally sleep on other sides.
But you see how unhappy that is, though. Like, I can't live like that either, though. When it's time to let it go, let it go. Because then it gets disrespectful, and then you making him look weak. You Jada really made weak.
Jada
him look so. I hate that for them because you could tell.
But like the thing about it is, I don't know. I mean, Will Smith did his stuff too, but the thing about it is like, and I mean, he wrote it in the book about some of the stuff that he did because I think he slept with like Cameron Diaz. And stuff
yeah,
like
he
that.
slept around, but hell, I mean, they were sleeping around together. But the thing is, it just seemed like he had way more respect for her than she had. For
Yeah,
him.
I was about to say
Publicly,
that too.
like,
Yeah, I was like publicly, it looked like he had more respect than she did. But I ain't gonna lie.
I think Jada wanted
August,
Tupac.
August, I seen a boom. Look, August, I seen her piss my soul. Let me tell you, August, I seen her piss my soul off because, and I'm gonna tell you why. Cause my thing about it is, Jada Pinkett. At the end of the day, yeah, you got played, baby.
But that's what you get because that's
exactly
what happens when you doing stuff like that and you still kind of still
my
married.
Thing about it is,
that's what you get.
I've known. So let me tell you this. I'm young and I've known for a long time. Jada and Will is not getting divorced. I've known that for a long time. I've heard them say it in too many interviews, everything like that. So my thing about it is, August, why did you even fall in love? Like, you knew what it was. Yeah. And then as soon as he fell in love and he realized, oh, they meant that, now he want to be on interviews. Oh, I loved her. No, get off the interview.
Yeah, you're not taking nobody from their husband. They comfortable with that. That person not going nowhere just because they with you or entertaining you for that. They just want something.
Because you clearly see at this point they not even. Because I can't even say they together for the kids. Cause all the kids grown.
Yeah, it's like that. Like that you said, like that soul tie stuff. Like you're not finna play with my head either, though. You're not. No.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That's
a divorce. Some people need to get a divorce. Just
don't
let that go.
Some people do need a divorce.
Y'all still can mess around. Y'all ain't gotta be separated. You know, y'all can still be fully divorced and still
be
call
friends
each other every now and then.
I don't know about that. Cause
yeah, for me,
for me, it's a no.
Because if that's okay, we could have stayed together. But some people definitely need to get divorced.
Yeah, but I've seen some people stay unhappy just either for the kids or they stay unhappy because it's about an image or
it's been just beneficial, period.
True. That is true. Because I would say, but yeah, some people, it's about an image thing and that's why they stayed together so long. Mm-hmm. But yeah, we going to go ahead and wrap this on up. I think that's about the last couple of questions I really had, and I'm not I don't want it to seem like I'm not no girl's girl or anything like that. Like, oh, I'm like Clarissa's doing this or Lotto doing that. Because at the end of the day, like we both say, you don't know what's going on in nobody's relationship. Mm-hmm. I believe Papoose could probably love Clarissa down. He just don't know how to show it in public. I believe that 21 Savage could be loving Lotto down. It's just like me personally and how I feel. I'm not going to be with a man for 6 years and have his baby and because my number one thing is I don't want to be in no household where this child got your last name and I don't have it. Because I need your last name too.
Yeah, definitely.
I need to know. Yeah. Yeah. And you know the weirdest part? So with my man, the way our definition is, he feel like, oh, if I have a kid by you, that means like he has more, I guess like he feel like y'all gonna be together forever because he's like, we family now. Yeah. And you know what I mean? So but I always felt like when he would be like, he want me to have his child, I feel like he was trying to baby mama me. Yeah. And I didn't find it as a compliment. You know what I'm saying? Hello. I didn't find that as a compliment at all. Yeah. I'd be like, that's a threat.
Yeah, I don't want to be
you
a
know
baby
what I'm saying?
mama.
That's not a compliment to me because I'm like, baby mamas come and go. Yeah. I'm like, wife, you got to get that paperwork. Yeah. You want to get rid of me.
Work a little harder to get rid of me.
Yeah, it's a little harder to get rid of me. You understand me? So, to me, I'm always like, if a man say, I want to give you my last name, I want to marry you, like, that for me is like the ultimate, automatic. Yeah. So, but I kind of got his understanding about it because at the end of the day, even if we were to get divorced or anything was to happen, we still would be family because we would still have that kid. Yeah. And I understand where he's coming from too, and we started establishing where I was coming from as well. So yeah, but
and that's another reason, just to wrap it up. That's why I wouldn't play with no married man, because if a child can't even keep a man, what make you think? What? Hello. Woo. So. Yeah. The kids can't even keep don't do it for the kids because that don't work too. Sometimes you can hurt the kids by doing that. Yeah. When it's over, it's over.
Because some of them people, they be having kids to keep their relationship, and then they don't want that kid for real. Mm-hmm. And then they bring a whole lot of trauma to that child.
Or they put a whole bunch of trauma on the child. Exactly.
Yeah, that's all that is a whole lot unnecessary because you want to keep a marriage or you want to keep a man that didn't want to be kept. Yep. Now you done brought the child in here, you ain't even want it.
you could have been with somebody else who would have been a stepmother or stepfather, and that child would have had a better childhood. So yeah.
Yeah. But, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Like I said, my last little comments or anything. Is you anything you got going on, follow, anything like that?
I am going to be doing makeup, so y'all can hit my Instagram for me to the store doing makeup. And as of right now, that's about it. I also sell candles, but I will let y'all know when I'm going to have that out. But once again, Instagram is On the Road to Riches 318.
All right, we're just go ahead and wrap this up. And once again, I'm Miss Charlie, and thank you for listening to Guurl Podcast.